Hi guys, how have you all been? It's been so long since I came up with a video on this channel, and oh my god, it's been months, right? It's been months since we sat down together and discussed about our favorite books and favorite movies, series, or everything that we enjoy in life basically. So yeah, it's been months. I took a very long break, a very long interval from doing my most favorite thing in this world. I was reading, I was definitely reading, and I was watching a few stuff here and there, but I think I'm back for good, and I have some really great ideas for upcoming videos, so stay tuned obviously. And without further ado, let's get started. So what's this series about? What is this video about? What's happening, right? So I decided that I will be making a video series on this channel where I will try different genres which I haven't really tried earlier, and I will give you my honest opinion about that. Specifically, it is very beginners friendly, so if you haven't really tried any genre and you're thinking of doing it, well, you don't have to be the scapegoat. I will be for you all, and I'll be trying all the different genres which I haven't tried already and making a video about it. So yeah, that's all. And the first genre that I decided to pick up is romance fantasy. Yeah, so why this specifically? Because of this book, but plot twist that this was not the first book that I read for this video. Yeah, it was not. Though this book completely inspired this video, but this was not it. The first book that I read of romance fantasy, it is called A Touch of Darkness. Guys love Greek mythology, you are gonna love it. There are all the gods and goddesses, but set up in today's modern 21st century Gen Z era, and they have their ways. They basically have their ways. So A Touch of Darkness is basically the love story of Hades and Persephone, the god of the underworld, the god of darkness, and the goddess of spring, the goddess of fertility. So yeah, that happened. The book is really great for beginners. It is very beginners friendly. The world building, the magic world building is really nice because you basically are in this world, right? There are just additional fantasy elements to it. There are the gods who are the elitist of the society, and there are the commoners, obviously there are the mortals. And our dear Persephone, she wants to live like a mortal. She comes in to the city with the dream that she is going to live like a mortal, but somehow gets herself into this deal with Hades where he challenges her with something which she thinks is impossible because she cannot really channel her magic at this point. Yeah, so she's a goddess, but she cannot really do magic. So yeah, that's there. And I should not explain. That's the problem with me, guys. Whenever I try to explain a book, I over explain it, and I think that I unconsciously, subconsciously give out spoilers. So I will not do that much, right? So here it stops, the description stops. Basically, the book is very beautiful because the writing is very good. This is a very beautiful romance. It's a very beautiful grumpy sunshine trope, and the magic building is beautiful. The writing is so smooth that as a beginner I didn't felt any kind of hurdles understanding what's happening, because everything is beautiful but not everything is explained beautifully but not over explained. So yeah, that's a very big point, I must say. And I also picked up the second book of the trilogy that exists. Yeah, so spoiler alert, all the books I decided to pick up, they belong to a series. Yeah. I think it's mostly because fantasy books exist in series. The most famous TikTok trending books, they are mostly a part of a series. Yeah, one book is specifically famous, but it is actually a part of a series. So if you're not satisfied enough with one book and you're craving for more, you always have the second part to pick up. So I read A Touch of Darkness and I read A Touch of Ruin. That is when Hades and Persephone are falling in love, and it's almost forbidden for them to do so, but they do it somehow, and there are countless challenges that they encounter. My problem with this book is that Persephone starts getting really irritating, but on the other side, Hades is really a sweetheart. So yeah, that kept me going. There is one more part that is called A Touch of Melis, I think, but I haven't read it yet. I wish to do so. Let's see when I pick that book up. The next book that I picked up, you know, if I am to explain it to you that what the book is about, well, it has fantastic creatures. It has a school where they go to. It's a school for all the paranormal creatures existing. Not paranormal, I don't think paranormal is the right word, but yeah, not human creatures who go to a school. And our main lead's parents have died in an accident, and until the point she reached the school, she had no idea that there is a fantasy world parallelly existing to the world of mortals. So yeah, I know it's giving major Harry Potter vibes, but I think one of the reasons that I like this book so much is because it gives this vibe. And yeah, for the same reason probably a lot of people don't even pick it up, because they think, oh my god, it's just copy pasted. But no, there are vampires, there are werewolves, there are dragons, there is a trivia contest later on in the book series, not in the first book though. There is everything that Harry Potter had, but more, and a lot of romance, a lot of cute, fluffy, slow burn romance. So yeah, the book I'm talking about is Crave. I should have said that earlier. Yeah, I am forgetting how to do this thing. Yeah, so Crave, I think it is really well set up, where it is written, well, it is written from the first person point of view of the protagonist Grace, who is 17-18 years old, and the narrative is as such. So the world building, I specifically enjoy the kind of fantasy where there is someone, you know, there is someone who has no idea about what is happening around them in the magical sphere. They just believe that they have been living in the normal world, and boom, one fine day they have to gasp in the fact that there exists a world of magic. So yeah, this kind of books are my favorite. So Crave is one such book, and it was splendid. You start exploring the world of magic with with Grace, our main lead, and it's beautiful. She ends up falling in love with vampire, and she herself turns out to be someone which she didn't know she was. Yeah, so the character arc is quite huge. I am reading the third book now, which is called The Covet. It's, I think, a 5-book series. There is Crave, there is Charm, there is Covet. I don't even remember the name of the book I'm reading. Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, and there are 2 more parts. So this is good, guys. This is good. By the second book, we are introduced to a trivia contest, which is almost similar to the Traveser trophy that exists in Harry Potter. Oh my god. It's very cute, it's very good, it's, the world building is nice. People are gonna convince you that it's a teen book with cringy romance, but don't buy that. Read it for yourself, you're gonna love it. And or if you really decide to do so, if you take my recommendation, the best part is that it is available on Audible. If you have an Audible subscription, you don't need to waste any credit. It's available for free. So yeah, all the parts are available for free. I absolutely love it. So yeah, you pick it up, girl, you pick it up. It's really good. Okay, now let's finally talk about the book resulted into this video, the one and only The Cruel Prince. There is a story. The story is that I wanted to pick this book up since long, and I decided the perfect time to do so while coming back from Kolkata to Delhi. It was a 18 hours train journey, and I took this book along with me, and obviously I read it cover to cover in a single sitting. Yeah, The Cruel Prince. It is... See, the fact about this book is there is a bit of romance in it. I have heard that, which further intensifies with the second and third book. But in this one, there is, you know, this angst, there is this banter, but there is not much of a romance. But the world building, oh my god, the Fae world is beautiful. Okay, beautiful in the sense that there is murder, brutality, and a lot of violence. but yeah, it's beautiful. It's very beautiful, and just like every other beautiful things in this world, there is a very nasty, dark secret behind it. So yeah, well, our protagonist here, Jude, she witnesses her parents getting killed by a man, and further, that man takes her to the Feywild along with her two sisters, and uh, becomes her father. Yeah, a father figure. She is being taken care of by the man who have literally murdered her parents in front of her eyes. So yeah, very gruesome premise of a book. And in the Fey world, where everyone have this fantastic powers, they are extremely beautiful. The point here is that Holy Black specifically mentions that how the Fey are very different. They have some similarity in the prospect of looks and appearance with human beings, but also they are very much different. They have very animalistic elements in their look, and they have powers. That's the main thing. They are extremely powerful, which the mortal isn't, which Jude isn't, and she is discriminated because of that, and that fills her with anger, and that results her becoming the woman she becomes. And one of the most powerful woman character ever existed is Jude Duarte. And oh my god, I wrote it in my Instagram review that if she decides to stab me with a sword, pass it right through my heart, I would let her do it, because I absolutely love her. She's a badass. She is someone who gives you this hope, who gives you this motivation, this spirit and power of manifestation, makes you believe in the power of manifestation. Because when you have nothing, you either win or you really don't have anything to lose, right? You already have lost everything. So the only possibility is you win it all, or nothing really changes that much. So yeah, that's a very weird explanation of The Cruel Prince. I know that you guys might have already seen it everywhere, and a lot already exists here and there about it. There is this court, there is this struggle for power, there is politics, there is power play, there is a lot going on in this book, and I cannot wait for the other two parts. So finally, if I have to give my verdict after reading 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, 6 romance fantasy books, I will say that this is a genre which is my recent favorite. I am absolutely loving it, and the decision to try this out was one of the best decisions of my life, I would say, reading wise or otherwise in general in my life. It was a very good decision, and I absolutely loved it. So if you're thinking of picking up a new genre, and if that genre is by some chance romance fantasy, so you go girl, you pick that book right now. And if you decide to pick the books which I suggested, or if you have already read the books that I suggested, I insist that put it down in the comment and let's have some discussion. Let me know your thoughts about the book that you have read, you are reading, or the ones I loved, you loved. Let's have some conversation. So yeah, my comment box is always open, and don't forget to like, because I have been gone for a long time and I really need that algorithm push. So yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to share this video with the people who might really find it enjoyable. Yeah, that will be all. I will come back with a really interesting video super soon. Until then, bye bye.